Wars, inflation, storms, continued political drama, and to top it all off, mortgage rates remain stubbornly high. Hi, I'm Mike Doggett from Windermere Real Estate, Citigroup. As promised, in this week's short video, we'll take a look at what the markets look like 2 weeks after the election and do one more glance at how our local market has reacted. First, I'd like to give credit where credit is due and thank Skip Leisure for his work of gathering and making this information available for me to share with you. Skip is a wealth of information and knowledge, and I appreciate his weekly updates. Now, I'm starting to think that if the Federal Reserve announced a rate increase, we might actually see mortgage rates go down. Since the September of 2024 Fed meeting, when the short-term interest rates were lowered by 50 basis points, with the exception of a few outliers, rates have gone up. A week ago, there was a 70% chance that there would be one more interest rate cut in December. Today, after better than expected inflation measures, the chance of a rate cut in December is now just above 50%. The recent escalation of war activity in Ukraine, Mother Nature, and continued gambling on the incoming administration's impact to our federal budget are all potential game changers that will influence the Fed's decision on future rates. It seems that when people have jobs and spend the money they make, that is inflationary, and the Feds will be okay to stay in their wait-and-see approach and be in no rush to cut interest rates. I would like to finish this week's market update on a somewhat positive note, at least for current homeowners. First, I'll get the negative out of the way. As a result of higher home prices and higher interest rates, home affordability has gotten worse. Surprised? Which has caused the median age of first-time home buyers to rise. Just 3 years ago, it was 33. Today, it has risen to 38. That is a significant change over a 3-year period. These higher interest rates have slowed the year-over-year rising in home values to a more normal pace. But due to what is mainly an inventory issue, there is no indication that home values will go down anytime soon. With that, I wanted to share a rent versus homeowner net worth chart that was recently shared. In 2019, the average homeowner had 40 times, that's 40 times the net worth of a renter. And in 2024, that difference is projected to be even higher at 42 times. So, one of the best hedges against inflation is buying assets that do better than the rate of inflation and protect your purchasing power. And perhaps one of the best hedges is the purchase of a home. Now, let's take a look at Spokane County. Today in Spokane County, there are 2,068 active homes on the MLS, about 100 less than a week ago. The average number of days on market for these listings was 68 days, about 5 more days than last week. The median list price of these homes was $474,000. That's it for this week's real estate market update. Next week is Thanksgiving week, and I am going to share with you what I am grateful for. I hope you have found this information useful. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and if you have any additional questions about real estate or the home buying or selling process, you can comment below or contact me directly. I'd be honored to help guide you through the real estate process. Please share this with anyone you know who may be considering a move to our beautiful Spokane County area. Once again, thanks for taking the time, and we'll talk to you soon. And happy Thanksgiving, if I don't see you before then.